We all had that one friend growing up. The weird one. The one who never really seemed right. Ours was Jordan. Jordan never quite fit in, but we kept him around anyway. He wasn't mean or anything, just twitchy. The kind of kid who flinched at sudden sounds, who never laughed quite right, and who panicked if his food touched on the plate. He always carried around this beat-up little flashlight, even during the day. We thought it was dumb, but he said it made him feel safe. We gave him crap for it, the way kids do, but we never ditched him. Jordan's place became our default crash site in middle school. His dad bailed before we were born, and his mom worked overnights as an ER nurse, so we had the place to ourselves most nights. No rules, no bedtime, unlimited snacks. Ideal setup, except for Jordan's damn flashlight. He kept it on while he slept, pointed at the ceiling like a makeshift lighthouse. If the batteries ran out or someone turned it off, he'd freak. I mean, screaming freak. One time I tried hiding it just to screw with him, and he cried until I gave it back. I didn't do that again. By high school, we started drifting apart. Life moves, people move with it. The rest of the group kind of forgot about Jordan, but I still saw him sometimes. And something changed. He got quieter, jumpier. He looked like he hadn't slept in days. Eyes bloodshot, hands shaky. He wore long sleeves even when it was boiling outside. I asked if he was okay once, and he just nodded like he didn't understand the question. Then, one day, he just stopped coming to school. Gone. His mom told me over the phone that he was dealing with sleep issues. They were seeing a specialist, and he'd be back. But he never came back. We graduated. Everyone scattered. I didn't go far. Stayed in the city, working odd jobs, saving up, just trying to figure out what the hell to do with myself. Then last week I got a phone call. It wasn't Jordan. It was someone named Dr. Elsner calling from Pine Brook Behavioral Center. Sounded professional, but cold. He said Jordan had been a patient for several years now, and he'd recently asked to see me. He said it was the first time Jordan had made a specific request since his admission. I said I'd be there the next day. Pine Brook wasn't what I expected. Tucked into a stretch of pine trees about 40 minutes out of the city, the place looked more like a bunker than a hospital. High walls, security gates, cameras at every corner. They called it a therapeutic facility, but I know a lockup when I see one. Dr. Elsner met me in the lobby. Balding, stiff, wore a white coat like it was part of his skeleton. He thanked me for coming and started talking about breakthroughs and trauma response pathways. But I just wanted to see Jordan. He finally walked me through to the secure wing. We passed a row of identical doors, steel with narrow windows, like motel rooms designed by sadists. One of them clicked open. "Room 17, you have 30 minutes, he said. "If he gives you anything, bring it to me." I stepped inside. Jordan was sitting on the floor, back to the wall, knees pulled up like he was trying to fold into himself. He looked up when I entered, and for a second I thought it wasn't him. His face was thinner, hollow around the cheeks, but it was the eyes that got me. Eyes that looked like they'd seen something nobody should. I said his name. He nodded. I tried to joke, something dumb about him needing a tan, but he didn't react. Just kept watching me like I was a program on mute. I talked anyway, filled the silence with updates on people he used to know, places we used to go. He didn't say a word. Then, without a word, he pulled something from under his pillow, a notebook. He handed it to me. "You want me to read this now?" I asked. He shook his head. Then he pointed at the door. "Okay, I'll go, but I'll read it." He didn't nod, didn't blink, just stared. That night I read the notebook. It started with a line scribbled across the top of the first page. "They come when the lights go out." The rest unfolded like a slow-motion panic attack. Here's what Jordan wrote. "Chris, if you're reading this, then I must have trusted you more than I thought. I haven't spoken to anyone in years. Not really, because once you talk about them, they hear you better. They listen. It started when I was 12. You remember my flashlight? You all made fun of me for it, but it was the only thing that kept them back. I called them the shifters, not demons, not ghosts. They're not dead. They're not alive. They're something else. Shadows that crawl along the edges of light, changing shape when you blink. At first, it was just noise, a tapping in the vents, a flicker in the hallway. I thought I was going crazy until the night I saw one. I was brushing my teeth. I leaned over the sink, spat, looked up, and there was a shape behind me in the mirror. Not a reflection, a silhouette, thin, hunched, long-fingered, just standing there in the hallway. I turned around. Nothing, but the mirror still showed it. After that, they came every night. I never saw them directly, but I knew they were there. My flashlight kept them away. It created a ring of safety. If the batteries died, they'd get closer. By high school, they started showing up even when the lights were on. And they weren't hiding anymore. One night I woke up and one was crouched next to my bed. I could feel it, cold, damp breath on my face. I didn't move, didn't blink, just stared until morning came. When light filled the room, it vanished like it was never there. But it was. I tried to tell my mom. She thought I was sleep-deprived, took me to doctors, therapists. They said it was stress, night terrors, sleep paralysis. But I wasn't asleep. One night, I recorded them, set up a camera in my room, and left the flashlight off on purpose. It took every ounce of courage I had. I slept with my closet light on so I wouldn't lose my mind. In the morning, I watched the footage. There was one frame, just one, where I saw it. A shape standing over me. Eyeless face, mouth too wide, like its skin was too small for its skull. In the next frame, it was gone. I showed it to my mom. But when we watched it together, the video cut out. Like something glitched. The frame was missing. They know when you try to prove they exist. They erase the evidence. But they're real. I swear to God they're real. They told me things, in whispers, rhyming nonsense at first, but it changed, became commands. They said I belonged to them. That light was a lie, and I was born for the dark. They tried to make me follow them. Into the basement, into the walls. I stopped sleeping, stopped talking. My mom found me curled up in the laundry room, eyes open, unblinking. That's when she checked me in. But they're here too, Chris. They follow me in this place. Slip through the seams in the walls. Sometimes they mimic the nurses. Sometimes they crawl under the bed. My flashlight doesn't work anymore. I can't stop them. But I remembered something. The first time they spoke to me, they said one thing: we bloom in shadow, but we burn in truth. So I wrote this. I'm giving my truth to you. If you see them, run. Don't fight. Don't hide. Just run. I didn't sleep that night. I left the lights on, of course, but every flicker made me jump. Every creak of the building felt like footsteps just outside my room. I couldn't shake the feeling someone or something was in the corner, watching. That was 3 nights ago. Last night my flashlight died, and for just a moment, I swear, I saw something move in the corner.